Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail with another Scrolls Growth Let's Play where you can see, oh no, Scrolls is dying, less than 8,000 people on in the last 24 hours. No, the sky may be falling somewhere, but people who are chicken littling this game throw around the term dying too much. Is the population shrinking? Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's totally gone for good. But we're going to be doing a ranked match today, and this is actually live commentary where I was able in my previous match to get into the top 500, but now my rating's not good enough. I've been shoved back 9 spots since last I checked. So let me just go over this again real quick. You can see that there's been 690 users online. There's a lot of factors that go into that, whether it's Steam sale or otherwise, but my hope is that Mojang realizes they have a good thing going with this game, and hopefully they continue to support it and get the small community that's started in this to build around. But that's another discussion for another time. Right now I have a game against Dryad, so we'll see how this goes. I get an interesting opening. I'm probably just going to get rid of the transposition early because there's no point in holding on to that and clutching for dear life. So we're going to see what he has, if this is another growth player, order player, or what. I haven't faced energy in forever, and this is a live commentary, so I don't always know what the hell I'm going to get. Could be a good match, could be a quick match, could be me getting waxed. Oh, so there we go, someone who does recognize me. Hope that means you enjoyed at least a few. Alright, so he's energy. That is awesome. I have not seen... Yay. Yay! So there we go. I'm going to stop chatting and maybe start playing here. Since he is energy, the Druid Barrel Ground's going to be pretty good. Oh, how good you were. That's very nice of him to say because I'm not that good. So we're going to go ahead and play the Sister of the Fox. And what else do I get? Quake. May need to hold on to that, I don't know. So, just telling him that he's being very nice and gracious here. I'm still not that good though. So there we go. It's nice to run into people. Like I said, it's a very friendly community, Scrolls is. So, nice warm fuzzies all around, as I'm sure this player's going to wax my ass here. Glad to face. So he's saying energy's hard to get good with. To face energy, I don't see it as much lately. So let's hear. That pother could be useful for later. Probably more useful than the quake for me to hold on to. Let's go ahead and sacrifice that. Do I want to play the burial ground? I don't know just yet. But I am going to hold off of it just for now. I mean, I could play it and have it right up there. So yeah. Energy is something, like I said before, something that I don't see nearly as often. He says it's the weakest color, and I mean, at least in the metagame, you could definitely say it is weakest color, but there's an Automata Forge right away. Yep. So that's something that could overwhelm me very quickly if I'm not careful here. But unfortunately, I don't really have a great way to deal with it right now, so we are going to go ahead and get rid of that. So he doesn't want to Skype Psych. Can't do that at the moment. Sorry. I do have some Skype stuff available. I mean, but I haven't actually installed Skype on my computer. I've had a few people ask me for Skype requests. LOL. Alright. So, let's see here. I did hit in turn, so it's his turn. I will be able to attack his Automata Forge here in just a little bit as things may start getting real. And actually, he's playing some growth in here as well. That's interesting. There's a Gravelock Outcast. He's at least doing that to maybe give it some health, and he's starting to try and protect his creatures. So very, very interesting. We get a Kinfolk Brave out as well, which is pretty nice. I gotta be careful though, because as he's getting some of his resources up, I want to make sure that I can actually kill his creature. I do like having the rallying. I think the pother is going to be a little more important though. And I do have a lot of other... Well, actually, you know what? I do get a Ghetto God Hand there. But I would love to be able to just bust through something if needed. So, tough choices. Tough choices right now. The card draw versus the extra attack. I don't have a ton of stuff on the board, so we'll get rid of the extra attack. Keep the pother for a rainy day. And I can actually go ahead and play the veteran and just kill this thing. So let's do that. Yay, killing the veteran, unnecessarily moving my sister into danger right next to him here, and this guy's going to get an automata out probably. If I had rallied, maybe it wouldn't have been the case. I don't know. But I'd rather clear his board as much as I can. I do want to deal with this. There's Inferno Blast. So maybe a good thing I didn't put out my Brave that turn. And right away, Great Wolf. Great card to see here. Pother's not going to do me a world of good. But I'll tell you, the Great Wolf will. So we're just going to go ahead and drop this here. I'm going to drop the Great Wolf back. And we'll save the Kinfolk for possibly the next turn. I may be able to Crimson Bull and just take out this Automata Forge. That may be worth it. That's a good utility card to have. And there's a burn taking out my veterans, so never mind. So this is where I sometimes run into problems with energy because they tend to stay one step ahead of me sometimes. But there is our first of our happy little dudes here. And I don't need 2 Crimson Bulls, so let's see what else we can draw. Looks like we're going to be playing some cards here. So let's go ahead and... yeah, I should be able to play all of these actually. Let's go ahead and put down a Sister as well, and let's put down a Vader. We're just going to try and give him as many targets as possible to take on a Brother of the Wolf. Is actually a great card to get in this situation. And I could possibly top deck here starting next turn, but it depends on if he has a Violent Dispersal in his hand, which would not surprise me at all. Right now, I am a little bit ahead because he did sacrifice 4 growth, and it looks like he's just using that for some of his Gravelocks. So let's see here. I want to make sure I haven't missed any statements here. So yeah, we are just going to keep on chugging here. Want to take out that Automata Forge because if you let that go, it will just go. But trying just to stay loose here. If I win, great. If I lose, whatever. So Hellspitter Mortar. Suddenly, I really wish I had that Pother. But Potion of Resistance on as well, so I'm not as worried about it now. As I get the Ghetto God hand just in the nick of time. So we are going to go ahead and just play this straight. Do I want to keep the Crimson Bull? I do want to play that. I'm actually going to hold on to the Rally and ditch the Crimson Bull. As good of a buff as that is, and these are some really good cards for me to have here. So we're going to go ahead and drop these guys down just a little bit. I'm not going to worry about the Hellspitter at this point. I will want to take it out later. So let's go ahead and put our Wolf Bro here. And I'm not... let's see here. I kind of want to play the Ragged Wolf, but I want to wait a little bit because I may be able to sacrifice it. I can just start working on some idle damage here, try and bait him to bring some creatures down. So if I'm going to have to deal with the Automata Forge, I'm just going to have to deal with it. But I'm expecting him to try and take out my Kinfolk Brave pretty soon. So good play here. Sucks that I got rid of my Pother, but what can you do? And since he actually watches me, I'm sure he knows what I have in my deck by now. So, we're at the 8-minute mark in round 8, and that's part of the fun of live commentaries, is that you just have... you don't know what you're going to get, and sometimes you're going to be sitting a little longer for matches. So, I mean, I'm curious to see what else he has. Right now I have a lot going on for me on the bottom of the board. And a rally could possibly be pretty devastating here. But, I mean, I still have 2 God Hands that I can roll with as well. And I don't know if I'll be able to Blitzkrieg this. Or if he's, like I said, sitting on a Violent Dispersal or something. So there's a Spark. At least something to take out one of my units. So it looks like that guy's going to be getting Kinfolked next turn. And there is now 2 of you. Cute. And I get a Jarl as well. So that's interesting. I could play this Ragged Wolf. I could ditch the Jarl. I think a Jarl is actually something I'm going to want to keep here. So I'm not going to rally. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice that Ragged Wolf. Could be a mistake, but I think it's going to work out for me all right. Yeah. I can't use... unfortunately, I can't use Ranger's Bane on this Forge as much as I want to get rid of it. So what I'm going to be doing is taking out one of the Gun Automaton, and I'm going to be using the Kinfolk Veteran on the other. Let's move this guy back just to make sure we mitigate any possible Thunder Surge. Forge scares me. So he's saying it's not his best start. I like to take out that Forge ASAP if I can. Let's hear. I do have the Jarl in my hand if necessary. I do have a Rallying to possibly do devastating damage. I don't know. And a Fertile Soul may be the play next turn. Of course, if he gets rid of the Sister of the Fox, it's not going to be the play next turn. And the Hellspitter Mortar, you know I have a grand history with those. So there's the burn, and the burn's actually on the Vetter, which is a good play just to stop me from ramping, but not necessarily the biggest play now. So Hellspitter, please don't hit. Whew, that was very fortunate for me. So I get a Quake. I don't need a Quake. I could rally, but I don't really need to rally. So how do I want to do this? I could actually kill this guy just by playing a Ragged Wolf here. So let's go ahead and start with that. And I do want to go ahead and try and protect my creatures just a little bit more. Let's go ahead and see what the Fertile Soil gives us here. God Hand, Vetter, and Sister. So you can't ask for too much better than that right now. Let's go ahead and play the next Sister just to see what we get. I'm not going to hold on to that Quake. And actually as well, I can go ahead and play this Vetter, so we're kind of right back to where we were. So I've done one idle damage here, but I'm going to try and just focus on what I have, and that's going to kill this guy because of the 1 damage. So lots to play. I could God Hand next turn. I don't know if I'll be able to win this game in a turn or two, but good position to be in at this point, at the very least. So we'll see. It just depends on what he has on the board right now. But yeah, that God Hand is a very fortunate draw for me, and I do have a God Hand and a Rally in my pocket. So if I'm just doing the napkin math here, let's see here. I could move these, if everybody lives, I could move into the second row from the top with these two, have these two here, and move these units up. Don't even need the Sister, and I could God Hand and win next turn. So he's got to put some defenses out at some point. Because I'm at 8 resources, that does mean God Hand. There is a Hellspitter Mortar, so right away you get the start, and he's going ahead and trying to pump out another little friend. So can I end the game this turn, perhaps? I get another Fertile Soil, which is good. You know, I want to be able to end the game. But let's see here. 4, 5, 6, 9. It's going to get real close. 1750-ish. Yeah, I can God Hand and almost clear out this entire board. I can kill the Hellspitter Mortar. I can take out one of the idols. Possibly two. I don't know if it's worth God Handing at this point just with all of these here, but I can actually go ahead and play the Rally and play Chemfolk Brave. So I think that may be our smart move of the day. Let's go ahead and get another resource here as well. So let's go ahead and rally. I think that's a good place to start. I fucked that up though because I should have played the Chemfolk Brave and then rallied. That would have made my life a little bit easier for me. So let's just go ahead and try and say, hey, we all make mistakes. So screwed that up. Good job. Way to fail, as they say. Because I could have gone ahead and taken out this Forge or this guy. So yeah, sucks. That was a misplay. So there we go. He's talking about his stuff a little bit. What's Ring, by the way? IE Forge is good, but he says that he doesn't have a lot on here. It's the only good card he's gotten. Drew low creatures, removal, first 10. So I could have possibly taken out, as there's the Thunder Surge, making me pay for my misplay just a little bit. Sizzle, sizzle. There we go. Hopefully that Hellspitter doesn't kill anything, and it does. So that means that, you know, I could have actually beat it next turn. Nice shot. So what are we going to do now? We have a Jarl and 2 God Hands. I don't think the Jarl's really what I need at this point. There we go. Quick Vader. Would have been nice to do something else with it, but let's go ahead and see what we can do to possibly finish this off. I got one brother. No Vader energy anymore. And all we're going to do here, pretty much, is go ahead and play you. I don't really like playing you up top, so we're going to play you right here. because I can do this in 2 turns. So I can just take my time with it. So if we do 3 there, that'll do 5 damage, kill that idol. We can do this, have the sister do some damage down here next turn. Or I can just go ahead and pop her up here and play 1 God Hand. Not perfect at all, but beats the alternative. So, like I said, that one not playing my Kinfolk at the right time really screwed me up a little bit, but 2 God Hands in a row is still nice, and the Thunder Surge was well played by him to punish me for clumping up, because that one Brave right there just connected everybody. So there's the burn on my wolf. And it's going to be interesting to see here. I'm close to finishing the game, but not quite there yet. So there's another Automata Forge, so he's protecting his bottom lane. Smart move. But I can GG here, I think, if I can do my math right. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Ranger's Bane. And this time we're going to go ahead and play the Vetter first. I'm going to play the Dryad, move up here. I don't do as well while I talk, it seems like sometimes. And I think that's 8 damage, so yeah, that's the GG. And I'm just going to let it go. I am recording right now, by the way. Is that okay? So, yay, Dryad. It is fun to play, and thanks. It's very nice to meet very friendly people in here as well, so. Alright, so it's here. I want to message him a little later on. I don't have Skype installed right now, which is true. Sad face. That will change. But yeah, there we go. Steam is way to fail self. Hey, look, side promoting here. If you want to add me on Steam, my name is also way to fail self. So hey, there we go. Just a little bit of talking here and there, but just a little bit about the match. That was okay play by me. I did make some sloppy mistakes. Cool. Can do. But yeah, a few sloppy mistakes by me there. I could have ended the game a little bit sooner, but at this point, pretty much what I got to do is just say, you know what, I'm able to take the win. He didn't lose a lot of rating because I was a lot higher rated than him, but pretty much he didn't get a lot of creatures out, so I was just able to take advantage. So I guess it's me talking a little bit through to what I'm trying to do here. I still have some improvement that I can make on my play, but yeah, there we go. My rating is up just a wee little bit. I'm up to 445, which I guess doesn't matter very much in a game that is dying. Oh no, 665 users online. Because this isn't Minecraft, and Minecraft wasn't made overnight either. Now granted, I've seen some good comments that Minecraft was built on the backs of a lot of modders, and that's not really the position Scrolls is in. There's some great mods, but the content's going to be coming from Mojang. So we can have that conversation for another day. But for now, I am approaching slowly rank 1800, which is exciting, but more exciting is I'm able to get another win, meet a nice viewer of the show, so, well, show, not really show, but YouTube channel. But I hope you all enjoyed it. This is Way to Fail. If you see me in-game somewhere, maybe I can start hanging out in a channel that I can disclose here, or add me on Steam as well. Always cool to meet people who watch, but hope you all enjoyed it. I will see you all next time.